What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. Guys, my man Bandy is in the chair, one of my longest clients that I have. This is the cut I told you guys about that I recorded the whole thing, got home, and the files were corrupt. So we're at it again. Guys, it's gonna be a shadow fade pompadour slick back. Hope you guys love this video. It turns out super dope, but let's get right to it. Alright, we're going to jump into this thing with clipper over comb. I know a lot of you guys wanted to learn that. So the goal here, guys, the bottom of the comb is against the head. That's going to cut to about a number 2. And then we have the comb tipped out, basically creating the shape that we want. Similar to block graduation, but a little bit easier for some of you guys. So you can see I just kind of use the guide. I see what I've already cut, put the comb in, make sure I'm getting the rest of the hair that lines up with what I've already cut, and we'll just run our clipper along it and cut it down nice and even. Now we're going to come in with a number 3 and basically connect the side to what we just did with the clipper over comb. Number 3 to be safe. We will do a number 2 underneath that, and then we can start on our fade. Now guys, this is going to be a shadow fade, so we're going to do an open clipper at the bottom. Basically, we want to treat this like it's a skin fade, and we're just going to go ahead and work our way up to the open section. Pretend we had a bald section underneath. We'll cut it exactly the same way. So this is the Gamma X Ergo with the taper blade on it. We're going to go ahead and put in our open section. You're going to see me go over it a couple times. I want to make sure that everything down here is nice and consistent. Then we can taper out the beard and get ready to do our steps. We're just going to fade out the top of the beard here. We're going to use an open clipper, close it halfway, go right above that, close it up, go all the way to the top, and then we'll be down to skin. Then we'll use our trimmer, go ahead and make a bald line up into the open section up top, and then we'll do a little bit of shaver right between the two sections. Now we're going to come in, guys. This is the other X Ergo I have. This is the fusion blade, so it's a little bit shorter. We'll just do closed at the bottom, halfway open, and we should be connected to the open section that we started with. And now, like I said, we're going to come in with a 2 underneath the 3. We're going to fade down and prepare our side. You guys know I like to preach fading from nothing up to a 2. In this case, we're going to go from an open clipper up to a 2. It should be nice and easy. After we did the open clipper, guys, the next step, of course, is an open one. So you can see I'm flicking out pretty well. I'm trying not to make a super drastic guideline, but you guys will see a slight guideline. We're going to go up about 3/4 of an inch, and then we can start to blend these lines together. Now we're going to come in with the 1.5. If you guys watch my channel frequently, you notice this is kind of how I started to do things lately. So I like to kind of finish this line. Now everything will be connected, and all we have left is that line at the bottom. So we're in with the 1.5, trying to connect the 2 to the 1. And then at the very bottom, guys, we have a line between the open section and the 1 open. Now we just finished up with the 1.5, and there are some spots that it didn't get. So you're gonna see me come back in here with the 1 open and just try to hit, especially right there where I'm at, guys. Now we can come in the 1 closed and start to take this bottom line out. Now, just as usual, we have a line that we can't get all the way out with the 1 closed, and that is what the half guard is for, guys. Half guard, half open, that is the magic eraser. It's gonna bring all this together, and we'll be done with this fade. Now, of course, if you guys see any spots you're not happy with, feel free to pull those guards back out and go after those spots. You can see I'm working with that 1 open just to clean it up a little bit more. Now we're gonna go ahead and edge up this front hairline. You can see we got some long hair that is hanging over. We're gonna do the vertical bar, and then we'll do a slight C-cup. You guys aren't really gonna be able to see it in this blonde hair, but we are gonna edge it up and get it nice and sharp. Now I see a few dark spots in the longer hair here, so I'm going to use my 40-tooth thinning shear. I'm going to come in with shear over comb. You guys know I like to use this wide tooth or the flat top comb because it helps me keep the comb flat to the head, just like when we're clipper over combing. Now guys, when we're cleaning up the very top of the ridge, we want to just hit the tips of the hair. We don't want to cut it too short or it will cause that hair to spring out. Now we're gonna move on to the back. This is kind of a difficult haircut with all the length laying around, guys, so we absolutely have to work from one side to the other, and I am gonna jump around quite a bit. I'm gonna do my best to explain it to you guys. We're gonna do the same steps more or less. I'm just gonna jump around slightly, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But obviously, guys, we're gonna clipper over comb again, get some shape in the back. Now we're bringing that number 3 right up into what we just clipper over combed. We'll fade down to a number 2, and then we can start with our open section. Now we're gonna make our open guideline, guys. We're just gonna follow the same shape that we just started with and drop it around the back. You can see it follows the exact shape of the weight line that we created. Now we're gonna come in and taper the bottom out, guys. This is the other X ergo, so I don't want to confuse you guys, but the fusion blade is quite a bit shorter. So we set in our open section with the taper blade. Now I have the closed fusion blade at the bottom. Of course, guys, we're gonna use the trimmer at the very bottom to get it all the way down the skin, but we'll use the closed fusion blade, half open, and we'll be able to transition right into the open taper blade. And again, guys, I hope that's not too confusing. Just understand that the fusion blade is a little bit shorter than the regular taper blade. We're gonna go ahead and line up this side and go around the ear. And like I said, guys, sometimes I don't know why I do things, I jump around. I hope it doesn't confuse you guys too much. We're still doing all the same steps, we're still just lining it up, but I am jumping around. I guess I just saw this side, wanted to see it finished, went ahead and came in with my trimmers and lined it up. The Uno shaver is perfect for going up next to the hairline too, when I'm not gonna land back and get the razor in there. So you guys will see it will tighten up that line next to the trimmer line, and it's just a small little shaver for coming in and getting those details. Now we're gonna work on this again, guys. We're gonna come in, of course, next is the open one. We're gonna go up about 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and then we can work that out again. And again, guys, I am gonna come in with a 1.5. Go ahead and connect the 1 to the top, and then we'll have that bottom line to work out. Now we're gonna close up the 1 and start to attack this bottom line. You guys will see it's gonna mostly come out, but there is a dark spot right there on his occipital. And I apologize, guys, but I cut the footage short and I only have just a split second of the half guard, but that's what we'll use to get that last dark spot out. Alright, we're really going to time lapse this last side, guys. Same exact steps, so follow along. And real quick, if you guys didn't hear about the 30K giveaway, we're about 900 subscribers away. I'm hoping it goes super quick, but probably in the next few weeks, guys, we will be hitting 30,000 subscribers, and I'm giving away a GMB Pro bag and some accessories. So if you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and when I drop the details about the giveaway, you guys will not miss out. Now I want you guys to pay attention to how easy this side comes together. Obviously it's time lapse, so I don't mean necessarily how quick, but watch how easy this comes together after we've cut 2 sections of the same haircut. And once I learned how the hair acted, I was able to go in and just bang this out. Now moving on to the top, we're gonna do a vertical section. We're gonna go ahead and connect the length in the back to the weight that we built with our clipper over comb. And then we're just gonna follow that all the way up towards the front, getting longer as we go to the front. He didn't want a whole lot off, but I just wanted to show you guys how I create the shape of this haircut. noticed, I started off trying to do super neat sections, and guys, I'm not gonna knock doing clean sectioning, but I will tell you guys that on most haircuts, say I was to do like I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of combing through the whole bulk of the hair, and if I get some hair from another section, guys, it's either gonna be so long to reach where I'm cutting that it's gonna end up getting cut later anyways, or it's gonna fall out of my fingers. So sectioning is nice and keeps things neat, but for the most part, guys, you're safe to go like I'm doing right here and just work your way from one side, pull it all back there, and like I said, anything that's too long is gonna get cut later or it's gonna fall out of your fingers. Now I'm going to apply some level 3 forming cream, guys. This is the moisturizing cream that I like to put in before I put heat to it. I'm just going to work that through his hair, then we're going to come in with our blow dryer and get this thing styled. I'm going to start off with our blow dryer. This is the Gamma XL blow dryer. Starting on the short side, you guys see I just want to blow this down and get it laying down nice. Then I'm going to start to create some volume. So we're using a Denman vented brush, and you guys see I'm just lifting the hair and using the nozzle of the blow dryer to take that hair straight out and create that lift. So I'm going to start on this side. We're going to work our way over to the other side and try to get as much volume out of this as we can, and then we can put some product in it and get it styled. Now I'm going to apply some level 3 pomade. This is a slick, shiny pomade with a decent hold. You guys see I'm really going to get this hair parted, really work it through all the hair. Then we can come in with a wide tooth comb and style it the rest of the way. Alright guys, there's my man Bandy before. You guys can see it was super grown out and sloppy, kind of just messy, hanging all over the place. You know we had to get him right. And there you go guys, there's the finished product. Shadow fade, pompadour, slick back, whatever you guys want to call it. I love the shape of this haircut. A little bit more technical of a haircut, but I hope you guys were able to learn something from this video. If you guys liked the video, smash the thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and let me know what you think of this cut. Guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you guys don't miss the 30K giveaway. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you next time.